Hi, lovely viewers. We are live on Weapons TV, and today we are going to talk about SHS live stories. So please dig into it. So today we've actually experienced a lot of things in our senior high school. I was quite unfortunate to be in the day school. Sorry. So I had a lot of experience to do, but then it wasn't enough. I'm Jessica, and this is my sister. Yeah. So she was actually in the boarding house. Okay. So she was actually in the boarding house, and she's going to tell us some of her experiences in the boarding house. So let's listen to her.
Okay, actually, when I was in the boarding house, my first day at school was really amazing.
Okay.
And okay.
Don't you think that would be quite okay?
Yeah, some parents give their awards a lot of the shy and the Gary. Some also bring.
Oh, okay. That's very good. So let's go back into the dormitory. I get it.
Yeah.
So, how do you treat all these things? Because there are with a lot of people.
Hey, it's not easy in adult senior high school.
Oh, okay.
The bed bugs put you off. Imagine going to school. I always go to school on the first day, and the first day it's like the bed bugs, like they are being told that we are coming. They wouldn't let you sleep. And when I went to just this semester, when I went to school, and we were about 7 in the dormitory.
Oh, okay.
Like those who reported on the first day. And when we went there, every 5 minutes, everyone would stand up and start, hitting each other, the bed bugs
and all that.
chuckling and stuff. So bed bugs and adulting is very.
So what do you actually use to treat all these bed bugs?
Okay, they have this spray they've been using for dormitories. The time will come, it has been
Really nice. So, do you have a particular day where the whole school is being vacated? I mean, they vacate everybody from the school and then fumigate the school.
Oh, no.
Okay, because this actually happened during the COVID time. Okay, almost every school was being fumigated. You get it? So I actually thought, because of the bed bugs, especially the dormitories. So do they actually pack everything out of the? Some of your colleagues can just annoy you to hell. When it comes to maybe learning, and then they realize that you are really smart than they are, they try to, I don't know, fight back at you or something.
Okay, it depends on the way you relate with the people in the school. So maybe someone who is really quiet, not maybe no one really.
But there are actually quiet people who are really something else.
It depends. That's why I said it depends on how you relate with
the person. Okay. So how do you relate when there's light out in the school?
Okay, well, in adulting senior high school, when it's maybe 5:30 dining time and it's actually light out, that's when happiness comes.
Really?
Because no one wants to go to preps. And the prep too, maybe people see it as very stressful. So they start making noise. No preps, no preps, no preps. See people will be dancing and other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I mean, when we talk about, let me say, students who are really stubborn in the school, which ones can you select?
As in selecting the students.
Selecting the students who are really stubborn in the school. You can decide not to mention any names.
No, I'm not mentioning.
But then you can just, give it.
Actually, everyone has this attitude in, but maybe some. I really don't know how to say, but there are some people who are really stubborn.
Because in my school, there were actually this group of boys who were really adamant, like they were really stubborn, and then they wouldn't listen to anybody. See, in my badge it was something else. They wouldn't really listen to anybody. In fact, teachers, who else? Like, they wouldn't listen to anybody, and then they went to the extent of having their own class on the staircase. So they named their own class Form 4.
Oh, okay.
You get it, Form 4. And then they were really, doing certain things that weren't really good. Sometimes when you are climbing the stairs, you'd realize that they've actually written, they'll even draw, our headmaster is called Mr. Donyon.
Yeah.
Yes, he's called Mr. Donyon. And then he's really strict on airs, and then you get that. They'll actually draw Mr. donyo on the wall and tag him and say monkey donyo, you can just imagine how funny and annoying they were. You get it? And then, the disciplinary committee actually deals with them drastically, but they still do it.
Some people are let me say, naturally
stubborn.
Yeah, you cannot do anything to them.
But these people were really stubborn to the extent that the whole teachers didn't like us, our badge.
Okay.
Because they tagged us with them.
Okay.
So it got to a
the
time.
The
bad nuts, you get it? So it got to a time when all these paintings are being done on the staircase. The headmistress would be like, they would buy a bucket of paint. There was this guy, he bought a bucket of paint and then he came. And then the headmistress told him that he should go and bring his parents. So he actually brought his parents to supervise him in painting. Just look at this.
Oh.
So he had to paint.
Okay.
He had to paint the entire, staircase. The following day, he did the same thing. He actually came and then he drew. He actually came to write his names and all that on the wall.
Since he's buying paint, he's painting.
But then
he's having this perception that even if I draw, I'm going to paint.
But it was really bad. You see, our headmistress, domestics and everything, they were really, really strict on this boy. The boys. But then, they didn't want to change. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically that. And then, they even went to the extent of even breaking the chairs in the school. Yes, they went to the extent of breaking the chairs in the school and all that. And then this was very bad. Even, do you know what happened? After we completed school, and then, we would have to, go and sign certain things, and then
clearance
and all that.
Clearance.
And then, because of what these boys did, they actually destroyed a lot of furniture in the
school.
So
you guys were supposed to pay?
So we're supposed to pay before we'll be cleared out of the school. So majority haven't even cleared out of the school because of this. Because the more the days goes by, the more they increase the money.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because, and because of what they did
I don't think they would even go back to the school for.
What are they going to do about it? Because, it's like they are wayward. They get it. So that is basically that. So, senior high school is a very interesting place. You learn a lot of things. You are able to relate with a lot of people, and it's really, it's really amazing. And then it's really fun, especially when it comes to the entertainment aspect, when it comes to, educational aspects, having fun with, teachers, interacting with friends, and all that, it's actually amazing. And then, there are a lot of things that goes on in senior high schools. We have rumors, teachers and students, and then all that. You get it? So it actually makes school very interesting to be in. So viewers, as you are watching me, you can continue bringing out things, you want to share to us. We are here to listen to you. We are here to add our points of views and all that. Okay, so Ella, when it comes to the water you use in bathing, you get that? So do you actually purify the water with maybe a number of things, to make it clean for you to?
Okay.
Because I actually had friends. I actually didn't go to the boarding house as I stated earlier, and I actually had friends who had reactions on their body.
The water. That's why we are being advised to maybe use Dettol. So we normally use the Dettol. Sorry. Some people take in the water.
They actually drink it.
So whilst drinking and bathing with it, you are going to get maybe some
reactions
like waterborne diseases. So using the Dettol, it minimizes it. But taking it in and bathing it without using the Dettol is very.
Oh, okay. So, but do you have these medicines you actually apply on your body to kill all these?
Some people use the Pepsodent. Maybe they said maybe the Pepsodent or maybe cleanse it, and maybe they go to the school nurse and other stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's talk about how students learn in the school. I actually heard some rumors that people learn. You see, when you want to learn more and then understand what you are learning. People actually take in certain things. Like some people will mix Rush energy drink with Tom Tom, and then some people will mix Coke with certain things so that it would actually help them learn and give them. I heard their room.
I actually haven't seen that before.
Oh, but then in my school, people actually do that.
Okay.
Way back.
Maybe people do it and maybe actually mix check. And then the third years were usually wear the cream.
Oh, okay.
We are supposed to wear the check on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And Thursdays and Fridays, we use the daily way. The daily way. We use it Thursdays and Fridays.
Oh, okay.
And we have this ceremony, the ceremonial wear, which we wear it every first Sunday every month. Oh, okay. So we usually use the same dress to, for preps. Yeah.
Okay, so how does activities go on in your hall? Because every school has a hall.
Okay, we have the A hall, assembly hall, and the dining hall. Sometimes we can even choose to do church service in the dining hall and also in the assembly hall. But we normally do our assembly. We have this 4 courts that maybe we stand according to houses and do the assembly. But now we usually do it in the A hall.
Oh, okay, that's very good. So when it comes to your entertainment, which particular hall do you actually?
So far we've been doing it in the D hall. Okay, the D hall, the dining hall.
So what about your maybe worship time? Or something?
That's when we do it in the A hall.
Yeah,
that's
A
it.
hall. Okay. So how is it like when the worship is in
in Adontin Senior High School we have this, or maybe we come and maybe the praises and worship team will come and sing, and that's it's more or less like entertainment for the students. Because when it's time for praises and worship, my sister, everyone is outstanding. People go and dance and do other stuff, pay offering and other stuff. So worship in my school is the best. And we normally sing the the hymn. Now they have this Adontin hymn, the Adontin hymn book. So we are supposed to buy them for our hymn, and it's just 30 cedis. And some students don't want to buy it because they think they bought the Mercedes hymn, so they don't buy it.
Oh, okay. So your choristers, are they that good?
Yeah, we have this girl. I really don't know her name. This fair lady, I think she has been wearing glasses. She's having a nice voice. Yes. When she starts singing, the Holy Spirit will start walking through our body.
Oh, okay. That's very good. Okay, so let's dive deep into your school's environment. So how is the environment like?
Okay, I heard rumors that maybe Adontin is one of the clean schools. Because in Adontin Senior High School, a teacher wouldn't pass by maybe a polythene bag. The school is always neat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's always neat.
Oh, okay.
During weekdays, holidays, the school is neat.
Okay. Oh, that's quite interesting. I hope all viewers are actually listening to these beautiful high school stories, and I know you are trying. I mean, you love it, and then you are trying to connect with us because I know you are definitely going through. I mean, you went through a lot of things in the senior high school, so you are definitely really into what we are talking about. So let's continue on, Ella. Okay, so let's actually talk about the meal in your school. I mean, the boys in your school, their dressing and all that. Do you think is that okay?
Okay, when maybe the guys are maybe assemble or something, they dress properly. They tag in, they wear the play deck. This standard the boys have been wearing.
I get it.
The ones the boys in the form 3 wear this Astra and with their Gucci.
Okay.
We at the school has been wearing the Gucci. So we wear the Gucci on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And Thursdays. So Friday we use the outing. We wear the outing on Friday. And they normally dress in well. It depends when maybe there are no teachers around. That's when you see some guys without they release the shirt. They just put the shirt on and start working.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when it comes to the security aspects, the security man, which was known as the gate man and all that, the security man and all that. So how is the security in your school? Is it tight or loose?
Okay, I usually don't go to the gate that much, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, it's that tight. Because a security man sitting there wouldn't allow a mother to just go out of this. When even the day students, I heard they are about to do this. I don't know whether tag or ID for them.
Okay.
So when you're a day student and you're going out of the school, you show them your ID
Okay.
before moving out of the school. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. But then, do you have a student's ID?
Student ID actually.
Okay, because in most schools, there are these students' IDs they carry along when they are going to libraries and all that. They actually have this students' IDs they carry along when they are going to libraries and all that. You get it? Because some people actually go to the library and actually steal some of the books.
Okay.
So does that happen in your school?
In the library too, there are people around. Before entering the library, you are supposed to sign in or something. So when you want to take a book, you go document your name and everything, your house and everything. So they give you time to retain the book.
Okay.
So when you don't retain it or you keep the book, when you maybe clearing yourself as in you're done with the WASI, they're going to find you.
Okay.
You're supposed to pay some. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's go into the classroom. Okay, so every student has a particular subject he or she hates and find it very difficult to learn. So what is one of the subjects you actually don't really like in school?
Since I'm going to write a paper, I like all the subjects.
But then deep down,
maybe literature. Maybe literature. Literature is not that and some teachers will just they're not going to.
yeah, actually,
Yeah. So they were like, A1 in literature is not that easy, so you should just.
They should rather encourage you to learn it well, because
yeah.
by all means,
and even if they encourage you, you deep down know in your heart that literature is there. Because some people see the subject very, very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Because it entails a lot of reading when you are not the reading type.
Because last 2 years nobody had an A in literature, and it's actually true. So just try to break that record. You get it? Of getting A. Yes. So that is basically that. Okay. So let's move on to some of the things that some of maybe the canteen women do. Have you actually found maybe certain foreign things in the food you eat at from the canteen and all that?
No, the canteen, I don't think.
Haven't found anything.
You don't really, since it's a canteen food, you're really going to buy it with our money, so
Exactly.
you're going to prepare it in a nice way.
You actually buy the canteen food. I'm talking about
the dining
food.
Okay.
It's actually from the canteen, right?
No, we have a canteen.
A canteen for, I should have specified it. So you have
the canteen where we buy our foods.
And then you have the canteen for the dining
hall. Yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking about the dining
foods. Okay. Actually, people usually find maybe in the gobe.
Okay.
The beans. We really like beans. That's when it comes to beans. People like them.
Some potholes and all that on their roads and all that. So how do parents? Because most of the parents are actually come in with cars and all that. So how do some of the parents find that when they enter into the school with a lot of potholes and then?
In my school, I don't think all the roads has been taken care of.
Okay.
The roads are nice and even the way everything is nice. Just that the school building that maybe the painting had been delayed, but now when you go to adulting, they started the painting and they are finishing. So.
Oh, okay. That is very good. That is very good. So let's talk about your library. Let's go back to the library.
Okay, the library.
Are the books over there enough for you to study, or some of the books?
And in adulting too, people don't like going to the library. They don't like going to the library. Since I have my past questions and other stuff, why should I go to the library?
Okay.
That's what they'll say. The library books are very good. When you go there, you get to find a lot of interesting books, and for maybe the lit students, the place is nice. Maybe good fans, has been well furnished and other stuff.
Okay. Well, that's very good. What about your science laboratories? Are the things over there
okay? Okay, this I must leave it to maybe a science person to answer that because I usually don't go to the science lab.
laboratory. What about the ICT lab and all that?
Okay, the ICT lab, just that maybe our computers are really not enough. The place is likely to be.
Okay, that's very good. So, since your school is really big, as you said,
Yeah, it's really big.
I'm very sure there are bungalows and all that in the school where some of the teachers, so
teachers
that some of the teachers stay in the school. Some actually stay in the school. Oh, okay. Some actually stay in the school. So they actually get enough time to teach you.
Teach them.
Oh, okay. So
some people even go to the stream of conducting maybe classes and other stuff.
Do they actually pay?
Yeah, maybe 100 cedis for a month or 100 cedis for a semester.
Oh, okay. But are you also
the
in
teacher?
That. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's very interesting. So viewers, I hope you are, enjoying what is going on. Yes. So we are still talking about the senior high school life stories, and then I know you are really enjoying what is going on. You get it. So Ella, let's talk about basically senior high school is really an interesting place to be in, and you are going to really enjoy. So let's try to advise those out there. What would you tell those out there who are actually now entering into the senior high school?
Okay, before entering to the senior high school, I was like, oh, I just want to go there and experience this, entertainment, this bullying and other stuff. The only advice I can give maybe other people, upcoming people into the school is they should just take their books serious, and maybe they shouldn't, think of entertainment, and they should be very careful of the friends they take, because some friends can lure you into certain things you wouldn't like to, join.
So that's basically what you want to tell the senior school people, those trying to enter into the senior high school. So what are some of the advice you'd give to people who are actually in the senior high school, who are really taking their lessons and then education very soft and
Okay, since maybe there is a saying, we are all in the school. When you are going, we are all going to go maybe different ways, and they should just take the book serious, because it's once and for all. You are not going to maybe be in the school, just play with your books and fail. It doesn't make 3 years, wasting 3 years, and no. They should just take it seriously, write the WASI and pass, and move on with their lives. If they even don't want to even pursue and go to the university, it doesn't matter. Just make a good grades.
Okay. Okay, that's very good. So, talking about making good grades. So, what are some of your targets? After writing the WASI, what is your target grade or something?
Okay, okay. For me, I just want to, make the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make the best grade. Yes. That will take you to the university.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very good. So we pray that God will help you make the best grades and then enter into the university successfully. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so the people who are now entering into the senior high school think that the senior high school is full of fun. It's actually full of fun, and then the only thing they are just coming to do is just come to the boarding house and then experience fun and all that without.
That's how some people see it. And in Adontin senior high school, it's all about preps. We go to preps from Monday to Sunday.
Okay.
Sundays they are trying to make us go to preps. Maybe Sunday after church we go for preps. In the evening we come for preps. See this thing. So it's prep.
You wouldn't even get time
to have fun.
To even
it
stand
depends
and talk
on
to somebody.
If the entertainment prefers wants to organize. That's when for us, yeah. Mostly we are school.
Is he the only person?
That's the person I remember.
You remember? So actually, in my time, there was this man who do the dance, Eddie K.
Oh, okay.
This guy called Eddie K, Kwamina MP, and then some number of people who actually came for the entertainment.
And even our school, I think medical has been there once because watching maybe when you go to Adontin's page, you can usually see maybe their entertainment. There's medical, medical and other.
So how is the entertainment like? Like how do you feel when you get there? When you see celebrities? Because actually they're actually celebrities. And then when you see them, you want to talk to them. You want to
because when the celebrities are in our school, they have to get some people to guide them because I don't think students are soon will push you and just to talk to the celebrity.
You want to touch him, have a feel of
Okay.
Oh, okay. That is actually good. But then, have you actually spoken to one of them before?
Actually, maybe when Vanilla came, he had some, I actually spoke to one of them.
Oh, he had some of his people around him. And then you actually spoke to them. Oh, that is really interesting. So the school's authority actually allows you people to, invite.
Just maybe the entertainment prefect sees maybe the headmaster or something to talk to him and
Sure. Because the school actually, it was the SLC executives. They come together and then they speak to the headmistress. And sometimes the headmistress wouldn't even allow because I heard something. I don't know whether it's true, but then when this guy I've even forgotten his name, the one who did King Promise, yes. When King Promise was about shooting his video, I've forgotten that particular song, but then he was about shooting this video. And then he wanted to actually shoot it in my school. He actually attended Nungwa Senior High.
Okay.
Yes. So he wanted to, shoot the video in our school, but then the headmistress didn't allow him. That is what I heard. I don't know whether it is true. Yes. So that's why he actually shot that video in Nungwa. He actually shot that video, in Nungwa. You get it. So yeah, that's basically that. That's basically what I actually remember. The people who actually came around to entertain us. Yeah. So when it comes to the educational aspects, some people actually come from different places, like the World Health Organization. They actually come together to go to various schools to educate them on particular topics. You get that? So I want to ask, what are some of the topics people actually come to, educate?
Most people come with, this drug abuse thing. Maybe social media influence and a lot of things. Some kids, abuse their social media, posting other stuff, and the internet doesn't forget. So when you post something and maybe you are going for maybe a job interview or something, they are going to refer you back to what you've done, and maybe they are not going to
accept you.
So they came to advise us on those things.
Well, but then I feel, children of nowadays, we think that
social media is everything.
We think that social media is, because everybody is doing, I also do some. Now TikTok is the trend.
Yeah.
You get it? So everything now goes on. If I see a celebrity, exposing her body or some parts of her body, I also want to do some because this celebrity is actually my role model, as they say all the time.
It's really going to affect.
It's really going to affect because that celebrity has actually gotten his or her money and then
everything down with school and everything.
And down with school and everything.
Fall for it, you are really going to.
So what are some of the advice you'd give to this youth who are now coming and then they think everything about life is about social media?
Oh, the only advice I could give them is they should minimize the way they go on. Yeah, they do certain things. Like, going to the extreme of maybe
exposing their
no, it's not advisable. Even if you want to do a video, do it in a positive way. And maybe post it. But going to the extreme of, almost naked, it's really not.
So what do you think? Videos that will actually, support education and videos that will actually support trends of things. What do you think is,
to various senior high schools to advise them on the damages social media can bring to one's life. So I think they're really helping us.
So what are some of the, educational, lessons you learn from all these people who actually come aside social media?
Okay, they usually inform us to, take our studies seriously, and maybe not follow other friends who will not maybe impact positively in our lives. So we just, listen to the advice. Some will listen, far and if you have, then some also not listen.
Okay. So, what do you think are some of the things that actually damage people in the senior high school?
I think it's peer pressure.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like maybe we are four, and maybe before someone can join us, the person is supposed to bring this, bring this, and, maybe you be disturbing your parents. Maybe your parent doesn't have some other things, and some peer pressures to. Since you are part of our group, whatever you do, you are supposed to do some.
Yeah.
Like maybe smoking and maybe taking hard drugs and other stuff.
Okay, so when I was in high school, I actually heard about these people who are into occultism, this occultism thing, and then all that. I haven't actually witnessed them with my eyes, but people actually talk about it. So I want to ask whether in your school.
In my school, I think there is something like that, but since I've not seen it,
you can't actually tell whether it's true
that it's there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because in my school, people actually spoke about it, and then it actually got me scared because I was actually in this in my first year, and then it actually got me scared and all that.
But
and
since you were a day student, why should you get scared? Because
there was
actually that after lessons I'm going.
Oh yeah, but then certain things can scare you. You get it? Because you've actually not witnessed it being close to you like that. You're actually in the school, and then the person is is also in the school. You get it? There's some of them put on amulets, and then they put on rings and all that.
Oh, okay.
You get it? So maybe they are just perceiving that maybe this person is actually in the occult.
But it's something that it's in other schools. It's something that it's there.
Okay. So let's talk about your visual arts department. You get it? So what are some of the amazing things you see in your visual arts department?
Okay, they are amazing. They have a lot of amazing things.
Okay.
Like before the second year students came, they actually had this project work that they were using beads for bags, and if you see the bags, you are really going to fall for them.
Okay.
Some nice bags, some were round, some were stars, some were box-like shape, and others were also I don't know, they were doing. They weren't weaving, they were just cutting some wood to create a human being's face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sculpture.
Oh, okay. And others were also, drawing. Someone can just draw you in.
Okay.
The person will draw you like you think
exactly you.
Yes. And there's this boy. They really took him to, maybe a program. And maybe he went to win for Adontin Senior High School. They made him draw this bottle. Is it bottle or Coke with drink in it, and it looks very real. You even feel like taking it and drinking it. It looks very real. They are really talented people in the school. Yeah.
Oh, that is really amazing. So let's talk about your school gardens. I know a lot of schools have got gardens in their schools. So what about your school? Have you got anything like a garden?
Okay, we really have trees.
A lot of trees.
A lot of trees. The trees even worry us.
It actually serves as shade.
Yeah.
You get it. You can sit under
we mostly maybe some CRS class. I do CRS. I offer CRS, so we maybe take the benches from the dining hall, sit under the trees, and have our studies there.
They are actually fresh.
Yeah, refreshing and other stuff. Learn about Bible here. You have to get this fresh. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is really amazing. So, let's actually talk about where the teachers sit. There's a particular place where teachers actually, gather themselves and then they sit and all that.
The staff common room.
Yeah, the staff common room.
There are maybe about 54 or something teachers in the staff common room. Some people sit there to mark their, and when it's time, they usually come to our classes to teach, and maybe lunch or break, they serve them their food, so they usually sit there to eat and do other stuff there.
Oh, okay, that is really amazing. Okay, so let's actually talk about other buildings in your school, because people actually talk about certain buildings in the school that are actually possessed. Because in my school, they were like, I don't know, but then they were like, the girls' dormitory was actually built, there were actually dead people under the girls' dormitory, and then a building was put up.
In my school, there's this perception that the school used to be a cemetery.
Yeah, that's what.
So that's what people will be like, hey, the school was a cemetery, then so people cannot usually sleep. But with like my badge, you've not noticed that those things. So we are cool in the school. But just like they said maybe I don't know, maybe there are scary things around, the dogs and other things. Usually wake up at dawn too.
So have you ever waked up at dawn?
Yeah, we do. We even spend the whole night from 12 to 4. We don't see anything. So maybe Fridays. Fridays in the evening is like washing day in adulting. Maybe the girls dormitory. We can wash till the next day.
Oh, okay.
So the time maybe I'm done washing around 12. Now someone has woken up and bringing things to wash. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I actually hear rumors that there are scary things in school. It's not everybody that comes to school is human and all that. So
that one day, it's not everyone that comes to that is human. They mostly tell us maybe to be careful with the people we mingle with, people we eat. It's not anyone you should insult and other stuff here.
Oh, okay. That is really amazing. So let's talk about this last thing, and then we'll go because our time is almost due. Almost due. So in conclusion, what can you actually? I mean, I want us to summarize everything we've actually spoken about the high school and then all that. So what do you think you can say to the viewers out there, those who are actually experiencing and those who are yet to experience the high school life?
Okay, high school is a very nice place to be.
Okay.
It depends on how you are and how you're going to cope with the environment and the friends you are going to meet. And high school is mostly about friends and other stuff, and you're supposed to enjoy school with playing, studies and other cool things. You should just cope with the environment. You're not supposed to just go to high school and just screw up everything.
Go say hi to your school.
Involve yourself in studies, involve yourself in spiritual stuff, and you're good to go.
Oh, okay. So we are actually almost going to draw the curtains on today's episode on the senior high school life stories. So I want you to give a shout out to your school and then your best friends, and then just tell us your name and then
okay. Shout outs to all adulting students. My best friend, Patience, Eche, maybe shout outs to the utility prefects, Desbeth, Blanche, and shout outs to all the prefects in my school and other people.
And your name?
My name is Emanuela.
Okay, so me, I completed school like 2 years ago. So I'm just giving a shout out to all Nusekans, Ablade Wone. Shout outs to all of you, the headmistress, the headmaster, the housemaster who made school very interesting for us. Shout outs to Mr. Rock, one of the best teachers in the schools. Shout outs to all the students in the school. Shout outs to my bestie, Judith Oko. Shout outs to you, and then my